everybody, my name is Mario Duplantier. I play drums in the band Gojira. First of all, I was really into sport when I was a child, and I started listening to music with Queen. It was my first shock. And but my parents will listen to a lot of music like Beatles, Tina Turner, all kind of who else, like Mike Oldfield also. And but I can tell that I really started listening to music with Metallica and Sepultura. So I jumped right away in the metal music, you know. When I had 12 years old, my brother is in a band, and he had a huge influence on me, and it's this guy who introduced me to metal. Yeah. So, like I said, my brother is in a band, so we just start playing together when we were a huge fan of music, you know, of metal, of course, but all kind of music also. I just spoke about Metallica, but in fact I listen a lot of music in general. But the way to express ourselves in the music, we wanted to go in metal, to use our emotion. It was an easy way for us to express something with metal music. So we started playing together as a brother. And very spontaneously we started a band, and we found two other guys in the same area where we grew up, and Godzilla was born in 1996. Godzilla because we thought it was a great image of a big monster, very tall and very angry, and there is also this ecological aspect, and when we were young we were already very concerned about ecology in general, because we just grew up in a area with mountains and ocean. You have nothing to do except surfing and go to the mountains, so we are very close to the elements. So for us, Godzilla was also an ironic symbol, you know, because we are pure metalhead, but in the same time we try to take some step back, you know, with this movement. So there is a kind of irony in the name of Godzilla, you know. But yeah. But first of all, the symbol of the power also was very important. Yeah. Because all our influence come from North America, so for us it's a very important country. We know that in Canada and USA you have such a good band. All the biggest band come from here. So for us it was very important to break here. It's amazing what we are living today. It's incredible. Playing in Toronto, sold out tonight. It's a dream come true, man. Yeah, they enjoy our music. They called us, you know. It's not a management deal or relation. It's just Metallica loves Gojira, and they proposed us to tour with them, and it was a great help for us. So I want to thank. Yeah, it was amazing. Only playing arenas, you know, in front of 20,000 people each night, so it was a huge experience. Yeah, it's the best, you know, the emotion when we know we have the respect of a lot of musicians, and it's the best criticism you can have. You know, sometimes you have good review on magazine, you have people love you, but when you know that people you enjoy so much, like Meshuggah, Lamb of God, Fear Factory, all these guys, we respect them so much, and they all love Gojira. It's the biggest, yes, I don't have the word in English, but épanouissement in French. Every place is very interesting. You have good people and bad people everywhere, and everybody is different. So we love to play everywhere, but if I have to choose one country like this, I would say maybe Norway in Scandinavia. But also US, also Canada, India. I cannot choose one. You know, it's a wonderful gift to play in front of so many people for us. Not the same, because in North America people are more spontaneous. For example, in France we are more in reflection. We talk less, maybe. So it's very different approach. In Scandinavia, people who come to the show are sometimes very old. You know, it's not like a teenager fashion things. You know, the metal. It's everybody listen to metal. You can be a doctor and listen to metal in Scandinavia. It's not a problem. So very interesting to see how it works in each country. We know in Spain and Portugal they are very old school. They love old school stuff, and. Yeah, so this difference is very interesting. The name of the album is L'Enfant Sauvage. It's a French title, and it went out on with Roadrunner Records. So it's our first album on Roadrunners. So it's a great step for us, a new step. We are very proud of this album, and I think it's more melodic, more straight to the point, more intense, and less technical, maybe less fast. But we needed to express something like this, you know, something deep and emotional. I don't know, it's hard to talk about the music. I let people and talk about our music. For me, it's hard to talk about it. Yeah, most of the time, because we have this strong connection between him and I, we don't have to talk, we just play together. And since we are child, I mean, I played in this band since 16 or 17 years now, so it's more than half of my life. So I'm used to play with Joe, my brother, and there is a brother connection. It's very strong. But the two other guy has a lot of ideas sometimes. Also, and I'm sure for the next album, Christian, for example, the organ guitarist will bring a lot of riff because he have already composed a lot. But yeah, Joe and I, we have this amazing connection, and so it's great. We try to. Sometimes we feel a little limited because we don't have enough time, or we have to release an album at this date, or we are in a studio. We don't have all the things to experiment, but we try to experiment. Of course, it's part of the process, and because we love all kind of music, and sometimes in traditional Indian music, or even in Radiohead or in Depeche Mode, you have some crazy experimentation, and we love to play with this element, and we would like to sometimes go deeper in this way. You know, use like wood and or I don't know, strange instruments, strange guitars, and maybe one day we will do an album only with experimentation. I hope. It's my dream. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's just, you know, I love metal because I can put something very deep in the music. I can express myself also with my body. As a drummer, it's very important. I sweat and it's like something very tribal, you know. And I put a lot of anger, a lot of joy, everything I have I put on the drums, and I don't need to call it metal, you know. We don't care if it's death metal, black metal, thrash metal. We are just ourselves in this way to express. So that's it, you know. Next, we are going to tour with this new album again and again. And we go back in Europe in March and April and May, and we have a couple of festivals this summer, and go back to maybe Japan, Australia, USA, everywhere during the end of the year and maybe next year. Yeah. So a lot of touring for the band. Huge mystery.